What's up guys, welcome back to Flatline Detonation. I'm Dakota and today we are starting on the Datsun 260Z. The old L26, I really don't know the history on it. I don't feel like dealing with it. We're gonna go with the LS engine. It's gonna make things simpler, it's gonna make plenty of power for this chassis. And to back this up, we're going with the TR6060 transmission. This project has not been cheap. I've spent more on this car than I have on my RS already. $2 grand for a transmission. Was a pretty good deal. It came with a clutch and the shifter, all the little bits. I bought an LM4 aluminum block 5.3. I figured go this route to begin with because even if I went with an LS1, I'm gonna wanna upgrade to the LS6 intake. I need to get a different oil pan anyway. The front accessory parts aren't too expensive, but most of those I'd have to change to fit into this car anyway. In order to get the TR6060 into this car, I know I'm gonna have to shave off the old brackets underneath the tunnel, and then I'm actually going to have to make an extension for the shifter here. I'm not sure how I want to do that yet. There's a guy on one of the forums that's already done it, so I know it's possible. I'm told this transmission shifts a lot nicer than the older T56s. This would be the equivalent of a Magnum transmission. I'm also going with the Dirty Dingo engine mounts. I've already got one kind of mocked up on there. I like these because they slide. I gotta probably relocate this sensor so I can get a little more play out of this side. But these were like 150 bucks, not too bad at all for the price of those. The car overall, it's not terrible, but it's in high fill primer. If you haven't watched my other video, kind of just going over updating this car, as you can see, there's a pile of parts in here from the previous owner kind of taking this apart. It's got new floorboards, which is the main selling point why I bought this car. I've got to paint the RS, so I figured why not paint another car? It's enough talking. Let's get the L26 out of there and try to test fit the LS. Well, as you can see, the L26 is out. Got a little dark on me last night, so I just kind of shut the GoPro off. It sucks in the dark anyway. Super easy. It was like 4 bolts, 8 wires, and a couple hoses, and that thing was out. I've got these guys here. They're Dirty Dingo mounts. Super nice. They mark them passenger and driver side, and they've even got the little notch to go into the factory subframe. So gonna throw these in. I gotta take the oil pan off of the LM4 and we can test fit it in here. I got the LM4 pan off. That's designed for a front sup system. It's got the hole through the pan so the axle can kind of go through there. Not gonna work for our setup. I've got the truck pan here. This is a rear sup setup. I'm going to just throw this on there just for test fitting purposes. I'm going to get a holly pan to replace this thing, but if I can fit this pan, I can pretty much fit any pan. Now that the pan's got a couple bolts in there, you can see the other side of the Dirty Dingo mount. Again, it's marked with passenger and driver side. Super nice. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it. They were like $170, I think, for the coated ones. Really cheap product. I like them. It does come with hardware, but I'm going to use the OEM style bolts. I'm a fan of OEM hardware. I'm not 100% this is the right way it goes on, but I'm just going to toss a couple bolts in here. And if it's wrong, it'll be super easy to take off because it's only 4 bolts. That's pretty heavy. Oh man, this is exciting. These Harbor Freight engine levelers, I give them a 3 out of 10 rating, but they work, so that's all right. Oh man, this is exciting. Home sweet temporary home. It's in there, it's sitting on the engine mounts. The only thing I noticed about the engine mounts, we'll hop over to the other side. When I torqued them down, this one kind of bent in a little bit, so I'm not sure if I need a washer on the insides to stop it from kind of tweaking in. I don't like that part about it. But otherwise, like these things, perfect fit, no complaints. I just think I need a washer on the inside to stop it from clamping down. But awesome job on these mounts. This is super exciting to see this thing in there. Pan wise, yeah, if you hit any kind of speed bump, you're gonna have a hole in the pan. So definitely going to have to measure it up now. It also hits on the lower part here. So I'll just hop on Summit, find the pan measurements of one of the Holly pans, and throw that guy in here after I pull this engine back out. As for now, that's kind of a wrap on this one. Next time I'll be working on test fitting the transmission in there. There's the 2 trans mounts that need to be ground off before I can even try to attempt to put it in there. But this thing is coming together. I'm excited. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.